You and everyone you know is already a drug addict and you're just not conscious of it. We all think that the drugs that are being labeled as do not use, like cocaine and the other ones, are the evil drugs. But our life is being controlled by a drug, a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is the feel good emotion that comes out of you, that you experience when you have a satisfactory feeling. And our whole life we've been controlled by that chemical, even if we're aware of it or not. Because all we want to do is feel good, all we want to do is feel happy. And anytime that feeling occurs, dopamine is the reason we have that feeling. And um, that feeling comes when we eat. So basically, being eating every time is food addiction, is basically chemical addiction, is a drug addiction because drugs are chemicals. And there are two types of chemicals: natural occurring chemicals and artificial chemicals. When there is natural occurring chemicals that you have with you every day that will control you, um, that's why lots of people they try and teach you to go after that dopamine feeling with a difficult way. You should not get it through easy ways like scrolling your phone, masturbation, I don't know. They have negative taking drugs and even recreational drugs, because when you can get that feeling very easily, you don't want to do things in your life because you already gotten that high. Now, why do you want to show? Why do you want to go out and get that high anymore? And they make a lot of sense, but even as they make those points, they themselves are also guilty because they do not know that food is controlling their life. Yeah, food is something that controls your life. So if you can be addicted to food, you cannot really criticize anyone. You know, it's kind of a um, pot calling kettle black situation. I understand. And basically, the aim of this video, the whole point of this video is being conscious of the fact that there is a chemical that is released anytime you feel good. So the fact that something feels good to your body does not always mean that that decision is right. You understand? Sometimes you might just be looking for a quick dopamine fix. And yeah, you know that feeling of excitement you have when you have completed a very long task, let's say a very long shift, complete a very long shift, you start jumping in excitement because you know you're going home. That dopamine rush, you understand? So basically, if you go after those kind of highs, like highs that are difficult to get, you understand? Yeah. But you should also learn techniques that can allow you release dopamine at will, because life is very stressful and basically it's your dopamine, and that's where exercising and those stuff comes in. Exercising, breathing techniques. I taught one breathing technique one time where you inhale through your mouth and exhale through your nose. Like if you did that continuously, like 9 reps, like 9 times in a row, you feel the dopamine rush, you understand? So if you're ever in a stressful situation, you could do that, or you have like panic attacks, or you cannot control how you're feeling. Trust me, it works like magic. Yeah. So basically, you should be conscious of the role dopamine plays in our life, and while pointing finger at the other person, you should know that you also go after dopamine your own way. So basically, everyone goes after dopamine their own way. Again, dopamine is god of the earth in here. Yeah, I swear, because dopamine is one ruling. All of us are just acting movies. Because every single thing, even the spiritual practices we do, to feel dopamine. The physical practices to feel dopamine. Huh? All hail God dopamine, I guess.